everybody, this is Julie, but from Inspired by Julie. I am going to make a travel and notebook page, and I thought I would record it as I go, and if it works you'll see it, and if it doesn't you won't. So basically I wanted something grid-like, purely for the nature of the book itself, and I found this, which is absolutely perfect. It's by Making Memories. It's called Panorama, and it's got the faint palm trees in the background in like a powder blue over what appears to be accounting pages, and you've got a few little stamps up here, like, yeah, I like that, the page 12. So that's what I'm going to use as my basis. And then I've got a picture of my husband a couple of years ago, that I also would like to incorporate somewhere. So I'm planning on doing a double, or maybe a double and a half page. So just bear with me. Let's go. Alright, so the notebook I've actually got one that I use all the time. Oh God, I can't remember what it's called now. Kaisercraft A5 planner, which I use all the time. However, I don't use it for scribble and ideas, jots, that sort of thing, because it's too big to take out day to day. So I use a it's like a leather, well, it's actually suede-ish, it's real though, with the elastic type band that goes around them, and you just buy the individual notebooks, which I find brilliant. So I decorate each of the notebooks the way I see fit, and I can tuck in new books, take away books as I see fit, and I find that works perfectly for me alongside the Kaisercraft one, which I don't know what I'd do without. So I've chosen, once you've chosen your first page, we need to calculate the size of the planners. Now I know they're A5, but obviously A5 is going to be the outside. I mean, A5 is basically a A4 folded, I believe. So all I need to do is just to draw a line and then cut that out, and then trim it up afterwards, just to make sure, because we don't know how much smaller than the pages the folder that we want. So I'm just going to go from here, because obviously you've got the hole punches to go in as well. So let's just cut that. And cut this too. Now at this stage I'm still weighing up whether to do a traveller notebook page and a planner page, because I think that'd be pretty cool having them the same. But either way, this I want to be my front cover of my holiday element to the planner. But I'm more likely to take the smaller one. We'll see. I will make my mind up. Okay, so all of this I'm going to keep, because obviously I might need that later on. So the idea is for me to get as much storage out of, say, a double page, maybe with half of it on the back as well, for my planner. So I'm thinking that the best way to do this would be, let's do one of each, and it just shows how much you get out of each. I mean, obviously the A5 you're going to get 2, but then you turn it over and you've got 4. This paper is, I wouldn't say it was extreme, it's about 220 maybe. Yeah, it's not really thick, but it's also not floppy. So, but you're going to have stuff stuck on both sides, which is going to really firm it up. So let's go from there. Right, the first thing I'm going to do is sort my corners out. I want to keep this 12, so I've got to be careful. I'm going to cut this bit off here, just so the curve is working. There we go. So unfortunately, there's a bit of that off already, but I'm not losing any of the 12. So there we go. I'm going to take a bit off the bottom here as well, because I know it is the same size. It's much bigger than the existing pages within the planner, but that is also another bonus. Now it is actually going to be at the back anyway, but it's for my savings and, you know, like the buying for the holidays for the children and myself and my husband, and just making sure I've got everything. I'm a bit of a planner, me. Okay, so I've got my round corners, and that's the beginning of my holiday planner. And also I'm going to repeat the process, but in a smaller size over here, so that we can see both, you know, how it works for both pages. That'd be great. Okay, see you shortly. Okay, so here's my two planners. This is my Old Faithful. I use it for everything. I take it on holiday. It's got my shopping in it. It's got sketches in it. Literally everything I just throw in here, and somehow it all seems to come together. So yeah, it works for me. And then I've literally just put a key ring on it, a few little paper clips, and that's it. And it being real leather, it's going to last me a long time, and it feels really nice to hold. This one, however, this is my appointments, phone calls, meetings, and all that sort of stuff. And I normally make my planner up on a Saturday or Sunday for the next week. So I've already started planning on that one for next week. As you can see, I leave it blank apart from pencils. There we go. And I say I use them both equally for different reasons. So at the moment I've loosened one of these books. I think it's this one. Yes, it is. Now this was to be needs and wants in my book, but I never actually found that I needed it, because everything I needed and wanted I wrote in other sections. So I'm now going to use this for a travel journals, because I don't like to waste things. I'm going to leave the case, the cover on, I think, to give it added strength. But it does need, in fact, that might not stick, being shiny. But my plan is to use the same cover on both the A5 and the travel journal, and then obviously decorated as well. That's my plan. If it doesn't look great as a cover, it will then be an insert, but I've got great plans for inside here. So yeah, I think we'll start working on that shortly. Okay, I have decided to take the surface cover off, because it was quite glossy and that would cause me a few problems later on. So I think I've decided to use this as an on the inside of the book, rather than the cover, because I want the cover to be a lot more sort of out there. This is quite accounting looking rather than fun, but then that will be what will be in here, to be honest. How I've saved for it, you know, what I've given up, that sort of thing. Euros, holiday details, where we're going, what flight number, all that sort of stuff. So I can either have it on the inside as such and then use have a pocket, or I can have it as a cover like such, and cut that and have pockets. But it has already actually got pockets, but I don't mind remaking them differently. Or it can be a front cover. So whichever you choose. Okay, so the measurements I've got for this are, I'm going to do inches, I'm afraid. Oh no, I've been told to do centimetres, so we'll do that. This is 160 by 215. Yes, 215. And that will give you a little bit of overlap, because I don't know about you, I do like to put a curve on it, or sometimes I lace up my edges, and just gives you that bit to play with in case there's an error, doesn't look quite right, etc. So I'm going to take these out of here, and I think that pocket's quite secure, so I'm going to leave that. So no, I think I like that. Okay, so now I'm going to stick it down. I'm going to use quite thick double-sided here, because I don't want it to come away on the edges. I have it before I even used my glue gun, because it's so important that your binding system and everything holds in place. Otherwise all the hard work's not really worth it. There we go. Right, now let's get this side put on. I will be adding some stitching later on as well, I think, to my front page. But I just wanted to, in readiness for the start of Cheeky in July, I'm just making sure that everything I need to do for myself, until I get to know that timetable, is done. It's the worst thing that can happen. Okay, so we'll try that again. That's it. And then you've got that flap at the back. And obviously we're going to cover over this anyway with a back cover. But yeah, I think that looks quite good. Definitely looks travel-y. So, let's change this, because that doesn't look very travel-y at all, does it? Right, the first thing we're going to do is go around with thick tape.